consider additional appropriations. Any public comment? Do we have to wait 15 minutes, Anthony?
Depends on how it was advertised.
Yeah, exactly.
There's
He's got
comments.
something to say.
16.
Do you know when it ended? When the regular meeting?
6:01.
Yeah, we can move forward after the public hearing is closed.
Okay. I will close the public hearing, not hearing any comments. Okay. All right, we're going to call the regular meeting to order, July 8th, 2026. And please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. All right, the City of Greendale, in compliance with our Title VI implementation plan, is a non-discriminating city. We have developed a complaint of discrimination form that is open to the public at any time, along with a voluntary public survey, and those can be found on the back wall. Okay. Before we swear in our newest officer, I'd like to take a minute and thank all of our city employees, the park board, police, fire, and EMS, Main Street, and all the volunteers for a safe and wonderful 4th of July. Further, I'd like to thank all of our sponsors. We took in this year around roughly $18,500 in donations and whatnot. So we had a big year. We had a big fireworks. I hope nobody expects this next year. It took a long time. So, but it was all good. Everybody had a great time. Okay, Brett, come on up. Oh, come on.
Get out of the picture.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, raise your right hand, my friend. I state your name.
I, Brett Miller,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute
the duties of the office of patrolman
the duty of the office of patrolman
and will, to the best of my ability,
and will, to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution and the laws
the Constitution and the laws
of the United States of America,
of the United States of America,
the state of Indiana,
the state of Indiana,
and the city of Greendale.
and the city of Greendale.
I will never betray my badge,
I will never betray my badge,
my integrity,
my integrity,
my character,
my character,
or the public trust.
or the public trust,
And I will always
and I will always
have the courage to hold myself
have the courage to hold myself
and others accountable for our actions.
and others accountable for their actions,
For our actions.
for our actions.
Yes. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey. He will make a great officer. Great. Nice job. All right. Very good, sir.
Thank you.
Yep, good to see you.
I'm not gonna do it now.
I thought he was. Hey, do you want pictures? Yeah.
You gonna put that
Steve,
on?
do you want to put that on him?
Oh, I'm sorry. I blew that. I apologize. Yes, sorry. Yes. Was there? Yes.
Don't poke him.
Oh, that's great.
Yep, nice job.
Good stuff.
Nice job.
Congratulations.
It is not easy to repeat, is it?
No.
No, I know it. It's not easy. Okay. You all are welcome to stay for the rest of the meeting if you like, but it's a long meeting, but you don't have to if you don't want to. So, okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Nice job.
Hey, bud, you too.
Yeah.
You too.
Hey, Steve. Congrats.
Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations. Thank you.
We're glad you're on board.
Yes.
I'm gonna go see you guys.
Congratulations.
How are you? Doing good.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay, that's awesome.
It is awesome. I like this moment. Shaking hands and
Yeah,
kissing
kiss and baby
babies.
moment, yep.
That's what we do. Okay, we'll take off. Jim, audience comments.
Thank you very much. Okay, I'll be very brief. I just wanted to thank the city of Greendale for your generous sponsorship of the World War II Memorial that has been erected in Newtown Park to celebrate all who served. One of the goals that we're still working on, and I think everyone got a flyer, I hope they did. These are hard to come by because high quality paper. We're still searching for names. We have 2,904, and we know there were 3,000 in near the end of the war. So we're still short some names. And one of the goals, and we've already gotten tremendous results from this, is the people that are going over in Newtown Park and looking at that enormous 10 by 20 display and saying, Grandpa's name is not on there, and he served in that war. So we've given them instructions on how to provide us with the name to be searched. And we can enter that name into the VA database, and we can confirm that they did enlist or enter the service in Dearborn County during the window that is specified for World War II. And if they did, we will add them to the next printing, which we believe will be unveiled next July the 4th. So we're hoping by then we have 100 more names, and we'll print a new display. Of course, the billboard itself, the frame and all that is already bought and paid for. So anyway, thank you again, Greendale, for your generous sponsorship. And the unveiling ceremony was a huge success. We had some very distinguished people there, including the mayor of Greendale. And wonderful weather, a big crowd, and there's a lot of videos on Facebook if you're interested. So anyway, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was a wonderful day.
Great
Thank
work.
you. Okay, we need approval of the June 10th, 2026 regular meeting minutes.
So moved.
Got a first, do we have a second?
Second.
Got a first and second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, Ms. Becky, the clerk treasurer report.
Okay, you've got in front of you the year-to-date fund report, which shows the balance of every fund as of the end of June. You have a riverboat summary, which is the projected expenditures, or the actual expenditures for riverboat projects. You have the revenue summary for riverboat, 2026 donation summary, and I had included the year-to-date appropriation report in your emails. It's too big to print out every month, so if anybody wants a hard copy, please let me know. And while we're talking about riverboat, Vince, do you want to talk about?
I do.
Okay.
I do. So if you guys look to your 2026 riverboat revenues and look down at 2025, on the top banner, you will see in 2025 we received $278,237.09 in supplemental. And if you look down to the second banner in supplemental was $503,705.08. So Senator Maxwell has brought it to our attention. There's a good chance that the supplemental will go away this year, which you will see is roughly half of what we received. So that's not a threat. It's not a promise. It's just probably what's going to happen. And the supplemental comes from, and I'm gonna get you close. I don't remember the exact dates he told me. They picked a time a month in like 2003, the state legislature did. And at that point, they decided to quit charging let's call it a head tax to go on the boat. And by doing that, they picked this date and time, and whatever the date and time was, they used that number, and they've been using that number since 03 to 26 to provide, that's what the supplemental, that comes from the state through Lawrenceburg and the county to us. Well, the problem is, in 03, Rising Sun was rocking and rolling. They were doing well. They were killing it. Well, they aren't killing it so much more, and they're still getting this monster supplemental number. And the legislation is looking at them saying, they're not doing near the business they maybe a tenth or thereabouts of it. Why are they still getting this big supplemental? And like Senator Maxwell said, we can't defend it anymore. We can't keep trying. You know, Johnny Nugent and Chip Perfect would come back and they say, well, we saved it again. That's what they were saving. They were saving that supplemental number. But Senator Maxwell said it's probably going to go away this year. So there's a good chance we're going to lose half of our riverboat.
But who gets that supplemental? Is it
Yeah,
the
that's
state?
what I was wanting to ask.
The
too.
state?
And I don't know, I guess.
Yeah, it's, you know how it is.
Yeah, agreed.
Right. That's what it is. So, okay, so I want to point that out because we're going to get back, that's going to come up later down and on our agenda. So I just like to make you guys aware of that. And I would be glad to have Senator Maxwell come in and talk to us about it if you would so choose. So, okay, Becky.
Donation requests, we have one from United Way.
It is. Yes. Yes. Hey. Also,
Thanks for having me.
Also, glad you're here. We made a special. We've already ran out of money. I don't know if you know that or not, but however,
It's getting better.
However, Kurt has this secret fund. Not so secret, but he likes to spend it. So that's
Thank you,
why
Kurt.
we permitted this to come tonight, because you guys do a lot of good work.
Well, thank you very much for having me. And thanks for allowing me to speak a little bit on what we do.
Yes.
We'll try to bring it up a little bit. I do have 2 Action Council members with me, actually. Well, Mike comes to every meeting, but he's on the Action Council, and Jill Time is my Action Council
Yes.
chair, just in case you had any questions from volunteers as well.
And you are?
Karen Snyder. I've been the director out here for United Way for 19 years now. So thank you for telling me we do good work out here, trying to. I gave you a little bit of snippet of what we do. We really do. We fund local agencies and partner with them. But over the years, United Way has learned that that's just not the only way we can really help and support the community. So we go out and we raise local funds as well to help and support us, but we also look for grant funding or leverage grant dollars to help and support our local agencies. But we also look for ways to kind of fill those gaps. And 2 of those ways currently what we're working on is early childhood work. We're really helping 2 and 3-year-olds. We started back in 2024. You know about the Talking is Teaching. The panels were great here. Folks loved them. We're going to do 5 more throughout the counties. One in, throughout the parks, and we'll kind of see where those go. As well as one of the things I really wanted to talk to you about was free tax prep. You know, I think it's one of those ones that we don't know about, but actually United Way does it throughout the tri-state region, but locally here, yours truly runs a free tax site every February and March. And we recruit volunteers to do it. It's 100% free for anybody that makes under $69,000. And you would think, oh, we only do seniors, but it's not just that. We do college students. We do high school students that have tip income. You know, they weren't sure how to do it or how to go about doing their taxes. Parents may not be sure. So we try to really help families. So we help offset. We don't charge them, obviously, anything for state and federal dollars. We were able to bring back over $114,000 to this local community throughout Dearborn County. And then we also, every now and then, we get a few people that trickle in from other counties. So we're really looking to expand that in the next couple years. We do everything virtually. Our tax preparers are 100% VITA certified through the IRS. We have to go through rigorous training and reviews and all kinds of stuff. So I'll answer any questions you have about what we do, you know, on a day-to-day. If, I'm always open to have a lengthy conversation. So thank you so much for having us here tonight.
You're up.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh, am I?
Yes.
What are you looking for? How much? What, I don't know if
Last year we gave 1,500. If we
thank
could match that, that'd be wonderful.
Then I'll make a motion, we take $1,500 out of the mayor's fund.
That's his secret stuff.
Thank you.
We have a first and second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, motion
Thank
carries.
you very much.
Thank you so much, appreciate it.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Karen. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Who was the second on that? Sorry, we didn't.
Ryan. Ryan, good.
And I moved ahead too quickly. We didn't even make a motion to approve the financial report.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll move to approve the financials as presented.
We have a first,
I'll second.
second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Becky. I'm sorry. I miss that every time. Okay, Mike, would you like to give a GRC update?
Yeah, really pretty much nothing going on right now, but we do have, I think, Mike, did you invite the council members also to the, so if at the apartments, there's a groundbreaking ceremony July 21st at 10 o'clock. We'd love to see as many people from the city, from council, from redevelopment, anybody involved in it. So we very much appreciate anybody showing up and showing support. Does everybody know where it's at? I'm assuming they'll have directions and that there. Okay. No, that's it. Thanks.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome.
Okay, Shane, police report?
The report for the month of June, total of 393 calls for service. That brings the year-to-date to 2,400. 4 traffic citations were written, year-to-date 88. 14 arrests, that's year-to-date of 67. 16 crash reports were taken, year-to-date 66. 23 new cases, year-to-date is 112. And the total miles patrolled for the department for the month of June was 8,631. And no training was in the month.
Thank you. Ryan, Greendale Main Street, please.
Yeah, we had our Splash Bash event and had over 100 swimmers show up for that and received comments from a couple people just how much they appreciated being able to come out for a free night at the pool with their family and wouldn't have been there otherwise, so that was good to hear. We were able to pass out promotional surveys, directing people to take survey for the bike and pedestrian plan, so told everybody that was their fee to get in that night, was they had to take our surveys. Handed those out and then helped to promote that. Then we had our, again, 4th of July. Everybody just did a phenomenal job. It's awesome to just go around the city that day. And my Garmin watch gave me some award for my activity that day. So I was pretty proud to receive that from them. But we had appreciate the park board letting us move the beer garden to the front of the cabin. And
Did it make a difference?
it did make a little bit of a difference. So it was helpful. And then we do have another Splash Bash coming up at the end of July, kind of back to school on July 31st. And then on August 8th, we're doing our first ever Tanner's Creek paddle event where we're going to paddle from the kayak launch here in Greendale to the boat launch in Lawrenceburg. And people can either pull out there or turn around and come back. So just letting people know it's there and getting people out and active on that. So good. And then we have a grant application in for the Jones Building and hoping to hear by the end of the week some news on that.
Fingers crossed. Yep, good news. Okay, Stellar Pathways, Oka Regional Partnership update. The plans are roughly 30% complete and moving forward. I would like you guys to take a look at Alan Duncan's monthly workload report. And in the back, there are several pictures. And the reason I'm bringing it up, because this is going to come up further in the agenda tonight. So we've been talking to you guys about the stormwater coming off of this hill, which has been monumental the month of June. So these are 2 things we've done just to try to keep the water under control. We've been replacing culverts. Nate Wilson and his group has tried to get some of the riprap under control. But as you know, we talked about the standpipe in the Valley Woods Dam needs to be replaced. So that is going to come up later tonight as far as reappropriating some money. So I just wanted you guys to be aware of that. This all falls under stormwater, which is also known as MS4. So just to give you guys a head. Okay, no update on the water plant evaluation at this time. Nathaniel, do you have an update on, or do you have a Director of Public Works report?
The only thing I got this month is the Ridge project is still scheduled to start 1st of August, so, I wanna say August 3rd, they'll start putting signs up and probably do some saw cut and things like that, so.
That's
still
gonna
on
be,
track.
that's gonna be a major inconvenience, we know that.
And just to let you guys know, we will be paving and milling at night on Ridge. That's scheduled for probably the last week.
I won't hear a thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That should be the last week of August, first week of September, somewhere in there, so.
Okay.
On that project, school starts on the 4th. Are they gonna be working during the day at all?
Yeah,
so-
it'll all be day work minus the milling and paving because of school, to be honest.
So we're trying to work around the school buses, obviously, so. While we're talking about inconveniences, you all know that we're spending roughly $1.2 million to put in roughly a mile of new 8-inch water main along Nowlan Avenue. I've heard some grumblings, I've gotten some grumbling emails. People are tired of it. I think it's going exceedingly well. I think Queen City has done a wonderful job. It's just one of those things we just have to work through. It really is, and we need people to obey the road closed signs, because they are actually trying to get through while these guys are working. So, if any of your constituents, residents speak, please just try and tell them we're doing our best.
Also, too, I wanna add that their ditch line, just let people know too, their ditch line is temporary. When they are 100% done with running their main and doing tie-ins, they will mill that down and surface that. So that'll get us through until the next year CCMG when we redo the whole entire road. So it's just all temporary patchwork right now.
That's good to know.
And so everybody asks, well, how much longer do they have? Well, they got 2 months left, and they have to make 62 tie-ins. So they try to get 4 done a day. So
Which is a lot, honestly. If you've
Yeah.
ever done tie-ins, that's
work.
getting busy with it.
Yeah, so they got a lot left to do. So if anybody asks, or you can give them my phone number, I would be glad to talk to them about it.
So the plan sees community crossing grant for that next year?
That's,
I'm
yes.
sorry.
That's
You're gonna do
Yeah.
CCMG for that next year?
next
Yes,
year?
yep. So, me and Kevin Hay with Rezo are already working on preliminary designs and cost estimates, so to get all that wrapped up for this year and go into March and start working on it.
So that would be from Hague to Highway 1.
Yeah.
So
Well, it actually will
Or
be from
Parkside.
Parkside
sorry.
all the way to 1.
Parkside to 1.
Okay.
Beckett Landing.
What about?
I think we talked about this before, but I don't know if it's when these guys come in August. Are they gonna come over and do some
No,
patchwork?
me, so, are you talking about Road doing it in August?
Yeah. I don't
Okay,
know.
so I misunderstood you. Road's doing Ridge, but then they also have the patchwork as well.
Right.
There's a few patches over there in Beckett Landing. I'm probably gonna have Civil City crews do.
Okay.
You just want them done.
They're getting big.
Yeah, our biggest hangup right now has been the rain.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's been hard for us to get ahead of it. It either rains or we're mowing grass, so.
I had somebody ask me the other day, and I said
Yeah.
I would check with
But
them.
no, it is on the list though.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Moving on to the city attorney report. Anthony, do you have anything?
No.
Okay. Under unfinished business, we're going to table the first ordinance 2026-02.
Yeah, can we just have a motion to table that? And Nathaniel and I are working on updating that, and we'll bring it back next month.
So moved.
Yeah, second.
Got a first and second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Okay, ordinance 2026-05, this is the second reading, authorizing and, to the extent necessary, amending the provisions governing the electric utility cash reserve fund to permit loans to other utilities owned by the city and authorizing a loan from said fund to the municipal water utility pursuant to Indiana Code 8-1.5-3-11. Second reading. So we need a motion to pass. So effectively, we are borrowing money from the electric fund to help pay for this water main extension on Nowen.
And we said that will be paid back, is that correct?
Yes, it is being paid back.
And
Yeah.
there is an interest on that, is there not, or was that
Becky, what we
removed?
decide?
2%.
2%.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fair for both parties. Yeah. So,
Okay, I make a motion, we, pass ordinance 2026-05.
got a first,
Second it.
got a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, any nays? Okay, motion carries. Okay, new business. Ordinance 2026-06, first reading, additional appropriations, $150 from riverboat to stormwater for emergency valuables.
150,000.
150, what did I say?
$150.
Oh, yeah. I'm
That
sorry.
might not be
We just
enough.
take that out of your pocket.
I'm just worried about all the big words here, guys. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay, first reading, additional appropriations, $150,000 from riverboat to stormwater for emergency Valley Woods dams repairs. So again, we talked about this earlier today. So, and if you happen to make the Board of Works meeting tonight, we opened,
We opened two bid, well, we got two bids. One was complete, which was the low bid at 126,000. And Queen City Mechanical was the second. They were at 191,000.
yes. So, Board of Works recommendation was to go forward with making the repairs. Becky would like to use that other $24,000 for what? Becky, I know you said, we said
It's
earlier,
for the bid that
Or
Sean
the
did.
televac.
to Telvac, right? So we,
Just, we're probably going to have some easement acquisition costs for this project. I just want you to be aware of.
okay, yeah, right, so,
Well, that was my question, Anthony, if we do use it for that televac, do we need to change the title of the ordinance, or do we just?
Well, we didn't award televac tonight, so I don't think we need
Yeah,
to
we-
change this ordinance. You're
Good
appropriating
point,
funds
good
to
point,
Riverboat,
yeah, yeah,
so we're gonna
okay.
be okay on that.
Okay.
okay. All right, so this is just first reading. Okay. All right, number 2, and this is where it comes back to Senator Maxwell. Resolution 2026-09, support of a city food and beverage tax for the funding of parks and recreations. So currently, Becky, Parks gets about $240,000 from Riverboat, is that correct, Linda? Yeah. So we are really concerned about our supplemental going away. This would give us a chance to capture quite a bit of that back, that we could work it towards, back to the park board. Also, the state legislator passed allowing us to enact a food and beverage tax. So what a food and beverage tax is, it's $1 on 100 or 10 cents on $10, or a penny on $1. So if you go to La Rosa's, you spend $10, the additional tax is going to cost you 10 cents. So the nice thing about this is it not only affects our residents, but affects a lot of people who travel through Greendale and come down for dinner and help pass it on. So I'm open to discussion. I'd like to hear y'all's thoughts. Again, it's $1 on 100, 10 cents on a $10, and a penny on $1. So.
Right, it's not much, but to me, it just comes down to the fact that these people up in Indianapolis they're wanting us, they're taxing us to death, and they're taking away our supplemental income, and then we gotta turn around and tax everybody else to make up for it, which is bullshit.
Yeah. Wait till they enact the property relief
Well,
taxes. It's
So
all
that's
coming.
kind of my question, is if we know that's coming down the road and we've been allowed to have food and beverage tax because of that, right? Is that kind of what I'm,
Well,
because
state
we
the
haven't been
question.
able to implement a food and beverage tax in the past.
We
We haven't.
It,
we
we've
haven't
been,
asked.
We've been able
it's
to.
been around for a long time.
Okay.
We just haven't.
We
A
haven't done
lot
it.
of cities in the state already have one. But we just saw with the way Riverboat has been dwindling, that this was probably the right time to do it.
Sure.
Along with the other legislation that was enacted that hurt our city budget. But
Vince,
Kurt is right, which is what is happening at the state right now, is that they're lowering the taxes, but they're saying to all the municipalities that they can raise taxes, which really puts the onus on all local governments, over taxes.
That's exactly what they're
that's
doing.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing he did this after the primary.
Vince,
Yep.
what's the estimated income? You had to do it based on 2025 or?
Do you remember that number, Mike?
We did, work with the Department of Revenue, Indiana Department of Revenue to get some data.
I have it
Give
on-
me a minute, I can try and locate it.
It was,
I have it on my desk. If you can't find it quickly, I got it
Just
on
give
my
me a
desk.
ballpark.
the ballpark was 200,000.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it was like 182 is really what I think it was, but yes.
So, and so this will go strictly to the Parks and Recreation. So,
In lieu of,
so are the 240 goes away and they get whatever this is?
that's kind of our thinking right now.
Okay.
Mr. Mayor, let me
Ye-
say something.
Yes, ma'am.
I addressed this board in January. This is, I agree with you, Kurt, it's bullshit that the state is putting the onus for everything on the municipality. But we have a big and growing bigger problem with a swimming pool that is 12, 13 years old now. It's always been a money pit, but it is becoming more and more a money pit every year. And I believe at the January meeting, I warned you that we needed, you build something, you're gonna have to take care of it. We've got the kiddie feature in the pool that is totally out of service this year. There are spider cracks developing on a slide. We are scheduling a professional to come in and assess it this fall. What is always a money loser is becoming the elephant in the room. And I think it would be disingenuous to say that any revenue we would get if this board decided to enact a tax is going to totally take care of monies that come out of the riverboat fund. I think that's disingenuous. Thank you. Because the costs that we have are going up and up. And, frankly, we're just playing catch up all the time out of the park. So don't, it's not that we're building Disneyland. We're trying to put patches on, a corner park. So it's good timing if you do pass it, but don't be naive enough to think that that is going to take all of the burden off the riverboat, because I think there are gonna be tough choices to be made,
And,
particularly with that pool.
and Linda, I agree with you, there are gonna be, but I do think, in my opinion, we can't budget riverboat funds for something because that's a one-time deal. We have to learn to live with the money we 100% know we have. Can we use riverboat? In my opinion, can we use riverboat for those special things? I think that's fine. It's gonna go away. I mean, I know, 12 years ago, we were getting $3 to $5 million a year. And nothing was saved back then, and so, I just don't want to be in the situation that some other communities that give a riverboat funds are in, where they depend on riverboat for their operating funds. And we have some hard decisions to make, but I feel like honestly, I feel like the state's put us in this position, and it's not fair, but it is what it
I
is.
don't disagree with you
Yeah.
at all. I don't disagree with you.
It's a campaign promise and I hate campaign promises. Yeah, Governor Braun made a campaign promise, he was gonna lower property taxes. And here we are. And he has turned the state legislation upside down. And we really, for all of us in Dearborn County, because we know people in Hamilton County, Ohio, how much they pay in taxes. It's
A lot.
yeah. I have a young lady who just bought a house here on Need Avenue, has not even moved in yet. She bought a brand new house from Fisher's in Harrison. She paid $452,000 for her house in Harrison. The taxes were $1,080 a month.
I wouldn't have that. Yeah. I would've
Yeah.
done.
She's gonna have taxes are less than $4,000 here, and she paid close to $340 for the house.
Mayor, you've been at mayor's meetings with community leaders from across the state. This thing is awful that's happening to us, losing this riverboat. But the loss of the taxes to communities who don't have, who haven't had the benefit of riverboat funds, it's really, it's a horror to think about what they're going through.
You know, we have these, it's called the Southeastern Mayor's Roundtable, and I'd say there's 22 of us or so, and we try to meet once a month or about every 6 weeks, and so I like to get there probably 30 minutes earlier, and I like to drive their downtown, just see what their downtown looks like, because most of the cities have downtowns. We're one of the few that's really a bedroom community, and I look at the shape the sidewalks and the roads are in, and the curbs. And man, most of them are rough. We are truly blessed. We don't realize how good Lawrenceburg and Greendale has it. We've been really blessed. So, and then we get a new governor, and he makes a campaign promise, and before you know it, we're all in a tailspin. So, okay. So this is first reading. So we guys got plenty of time to think
Well,
about it.
This was a resolution, so the
This is-
statute says that in order to adopt the ordinance, we first have to adopt a resolution in support of the food and beverage tax.
Okay, so we need a motion to
Well,
pass
and-
the resolution.
And Kurt, I hear what you're saying, 1,000,000%, but I don't know the answer, and at least, and I know it impacts everybody, whether you're a Greendale resident or not. I mean, everybody's getting taxed more, but I feel at least for Greendale residents, for us, at least it's being spread out to some non-Greendale residents to help somewhat. And, you know, so I will make that motion to approve resolution 2026-09.
Okay, we have a first. Do we have a second?
Barring we're not making the decision today, we're just putting the resolution in place so that we can in the future. I will second that.
Okay, we got this first and second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any nays?
Nay.
Okay. Did you get all that back?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Okay, ordinance 2026-07, first reading, adopting the City of Greendale food and beverage tax.
Mayor, if I can just give the board a little bit breakdown of the statute. We're gonna have first reading of this tonight, which is the food and beverage tax that taxes up to 1% of food and beverage of restaurants. There's a definition you can look in the statute about what applies. It's basically restaurant food. We will have a public hearing next month and then adopt the ordinance after that. And the public hearing will just be about food and beverage. We have posted it in the paper. We'll put it on our website so anybody that has any comments can come and talk to the council beforehand. But and if you have any questions for me, I'm happy to answer them, but that's just first reading tonight.
Okay, thank you. Okay, resolution 2026-10, approving the written order of the Greendale Plan Commission and see, it's a big word, I'm telling you guys. Declaratory resolution of the Greendale Redevelopment Commission designating the Greendale Main Street project area as an area needing redevelopment and as a redevelopment project area.
I'll take this one.
Mouthful. You're up.
Explain that one to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for the Stellar project, there are two ways to get the CDBG dollars, the federal grant funds. One, you either had to be low income, which we didn't qualify for,
Right.
or the area had to be blighted, which isn't really a word we use anymore, but essentially it suffers from deterioration or lack of infrastructure needs. So we've identified some of those things that we think could be better down there, and then we've created this map, which is basically the Main Street area saying, we're designating this area, and here are the things that we think we can do in the future to make it better. It's not a TIF area. It looks like the documents you would see for a TIF area. We're not doing a TIF area. It's just designating that an area needing redevelopment so that we qualify for these grant funds.
You good with that?
Yeah, so far.
All right. Okay, so we need a motion to approve resolution 2026-10.
So moved.
Okay, we have a first, we have a second.
I'll second.
First and second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, any nays? Okay, Becky, resolution 2026-10 passes. Okay. Ordinance 2026-08, first reading, the DORA ordinance.
Yeah, so we've been talking for a couple of years about the potential for a DORA in the Main Street area and Greendale Main Street, really since its inception, has asked about this idea and kind of promoted this. It's been successful in other Main Street areas throughout the state, most notably here in Lawrenceburg. So we took the DORA ordinance to the Plan Commission to review. The Plan Commission did approve a letter stating that it complied with the master plan of the city. There's a draft map in here, Exhibit A, if you want to look at that. There was a note from Ms. Cromer about the need to consider how golf carts are going to play into the DORA and a need to watch for drinking and driving on golf carts. I don't know if Linda wants to mention that tonight, but that was a concern about how we would deal with that, and if, I don't know, if maybe extra signage or something would be necessary, but that's something that we can work through. And other than that,
Anthony,
you can
with-
see the logos and things for the ordinance.
With
so.
that concern, can we put in here that it gets added to the list when people apply for their permit? That there's just a reminder that
Yeah.
drinking and driving rules apply.
How does Lawrenceburg handle it? Because they got it all over the place.
I'm not aware of.
I mean, I'm just trying not to reinvent the wheel.
I have
Unless
looked at
they've had a
their-
bunch of issues with it, which I wouldn't know.
I have looked at their ordinance and it doesn't mention golf carts on their ordinance, but
Okay.
that doesn't mean that we can't do something that
No,
kind of brings it to attention that we don't want people drinking and driving on their golf carts.
absolutely.
I think I've seen one of our officers have a golf cart pulled over one time. Do we encounter that much?
Not a whole lot.
No, yeah.
I'm sure on the 4th of July, there were several Yetis with alcohol.
Yeah. Thought those had coffee.
Anthony, does this preclude us from down the road, say the levee gets fixed and all of a sudden we have a bunch of restaurants down there and we want to put another DORA area in? Does this preclude us from putting one down there?
It doesn't, actually. The statute says you can have up to 7 distinct DORA areas, and so you've created the framework to say 10 years from now, if you want to create another one in a different part of the city.
Just make Greendale big door.
Yeah.
Make it easy on
Warehouse
everybody.
to Vince's, there you go.
But you can do that in the future if you want to look at a different area.
Yeah, just curious.
Well, we can go ahead and get this in place so we can go ahead and, adopt it now and have it in place when we get the Main Street done. Is that correct?
Right. So tonight's just the first reading. If anyone has any comments, be sure to let me know. There's a couple other steps we have to do, but tonight's just the first reading.
Any discussion? You guys good?
Is
Everybody
it-
good?
Does it change any law enforcement needs during like public events? Would we have to, I do know like during Lawrenceburg's, they have officers usually stationed at the multiple entrances.
I think Lawrenceburg does that because they don't want people bringing coolers in, so that may be something if you have a DORA area that we don't allow coolers. I mean, that can be
Maybe
brought
kind
up
of
later.
help police that.
For events.
I don't think
Yeah,
anything
for like
changes.
events.
Nothing else changes as far as law enforcement presence or the job we're doing.
Yeah.
Because there's DORA.
And this would be, if it gets developed down there where Main Street can have an event, they can have the alcohol and they can walk
Yeah.
around.
Yeah,
Okay.
correct. And then,
Perfect.
currently we've only identified 2 vendors, which could potentially sell alcohol, so we would have to approve any other vendor. So it's not like just anybody is selling alcohol.
Okay.
You have to be an approved vendor and you have to have a permit from the city.
And you wouldn't have to have a beer garden.
Exactly.
Yeah, correct.
You don't have to apply for that license every time.
Guys, any other concerns, guys? Anybody?
Nope.
Any further audience comments? Laura?
Yeah, just a couple of things. Laura Hobson, I've talked to all of you as you get elected or speak at council. Thank you. A couple things from the vet register and from our owner, the Cherry Road. When I started 5 years ago, we had 12 people. We now have 2. I am the only full-time staff reporter left. What that means is I'm all over the map. I'm in Dearborn County, Ohio County, and Western Hamilton County. Mark is working long and hard hours to get the paper out. With Cherry Road, we now are online. Every story is online. We have a newsletter on Monday and Friday. And then we have a Monday deadline for our Thursday newspaper. We have hired Cherry Road social media specialist, in addition, a digital specialist. We have 5 softwares we are working on. Cherry Road wants us out in the community, so we're doing the best we can with a shorter staff. So I just wanted to bring you up to date with that. Kelly Nelson resigned. She was our salesperson. We had Bruce Bookberger, I get his name wrong, Bookberger retired. Sports editor, you probably all know him. He's from Greendale. He had 48 years with the company. We are looking at replacing him. And that's really about all we have, but it's just there are some changes. We are pivoting. We are more digital. We are more online. The Cherry Road has gone into 10 districts now. We will be reporting to a general manager in Illinois and Indiana. So I look for increased, involvement from Cherry Road. And like I said, we are out as much as we can covering what you all have. Thank you.
Thanks, Laura.
Thanks, Laura.
Thanks, Laura.
Excuse me. Did you see the answer first? Are we on it?
Yeah, Sean's on it.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Answer first is a phone system that Sean and I and Nathaniel use to, when people call in with emergencies, we got water out on Allen, which doesn't make any sense right now, but we
Well, the
do.
second text message is one that doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. Okay, all right. If we don't have any other concerns, I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Got a first, do we have a second? Somebody?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I gotta head out.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah.
You gotta get your second in there.
I
here
know.
soon.
I know.
You gotta get
That makes
that,
sense.
you gotta get your name in print. That's